Go Dogs! Visit precisioneng.net today.
Why pay more when you can get the best prices in the South Valley at Valley Pure Woodlake Outlet? If you're looking to save big without sacrificing quality, this is your go-to destination. Shop smarter with unbeatable deals on today's most popular brands, all at outlet pricing. Check out the online menu at valleypure.net. Then stop in and stock up. Valley Pure Woodlake Outlet. Enjoy extended business hours at Valley Pure Tulare, now open daily from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Your home of the San Francisco 49ers. 1430 ESPN, the Valley's local sports leader, KFIG Fresno.
Giants players past and present on hand today as the team introduced new head coach John Harbaugh. He said he wanted to be on the biggest stage in the biggest sport. That's why he took the job. Knows of the challenges and expectations. He called his focus simple: build a team that's physical, tough, smart, and disciplined, and plays the game the way it should be played. Harbaugh's impact on the Giants will be immediate, predicts ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky.
A different culture overnight. You know, the Giants, before they hired Coach Harbaugh, it was a losing culture. It was a losing organization. The minute they hire Coach Harbaugh, it automatically goes to, well, it's now a winning culture. At least the guy that's running the place now has in his blood winning. And then two, the expectations are they'll be competitive next year.
The trespassing charge against Vikings receiver Jordan Addison, stemming from a January 12th visit to a casino in Florida, has been dropped by a Florida state attorney. With the charge dropped, it is unlikely that Addison faces any discipline from the NFL. Indiana and Ohio State, co-favorites to win next season's college football playoff, each 7-1 at DraftKings Sportsbook.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
He's got the knowledge.
Because once again, I have to come on there and talk about how right I am once again. In anything that it comes to sports.
He's got the questions.
I'm going to lose it. Are you kidding me? What are we doing here?
He's got the guests.
20th head coach in Fresno State history here, Matt. Is it hard to believe sometimes still the 20th head coach here in program history?
It's all moved really quickly here over the course of the last 5-6 weeks. But super excited to be here.
Phil Bonatti is the voice for the Central Valley sports leader. Behind the Bench starts now. Brought to you by Helena Agri.
That is right. Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader, here on this Tuesday, January 20th. Good to be here. Good to be alongside you all for another edition of Behind the Bench. 2 hours today before we send it out to high school hoops later this evening. I'll be on the call with myself, and it'll be Paul Metters joining us as well for Clovis North and Buchanan. Tonight should be good. 6:45 pregame, 7 p.m. tip-off from the home of the Bears. Can't wait for that one. So that's what we got on for the docket for you there, of course. So 2 hours before we send it off. Should be a good show. Lots to talk about. National championship, of course, last night. We'll talk about that. All the other NFL happenings. 49ers need a new defensive coordinator. We'll get into that. And continue to get you leading up to the conference championships of the NFL, transfer portal news, Fresno State adding another player, all the different machinations of things we could talk about in today's show. Asa joins me as well. We had a goalie fight last night. We're talking about it all on the airwaves. Should be a good one for the next couple of hours. Big thanks to Tony D for tossing it to us in the previous hour. Tony D Show, Sportsline Bulldog Hour. Tony D from 2 to 3 p.m. If you missed that, you can go on demand on the 1430 ESPNFresno.com website or our ESPN Fresno app if you want to go listen to him there. His show, my show, and Paul Metters' show, Central Valley Sports Report, live from 10 a.m. to noon on Saturdays, available on demand there as well. We are streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Hello to the audience there who's watching. Good to have you. Hope you're enjoying your day, and good to have you in for a couple of hours, like I said. We also have the Lee's Air Hotline. If you want to get involved in the conversation of the show today, Lee's Air Hotline, 559-320-1430. I encourage you to get in on the conversation today, 559-320-1430. the way to get a hold of our show, as always. Lee's Air Weather Check sitting at 55 degrees here in Fresno. A little bit of fog this morning, a little cloudy today, overcast. And it could be like this for about at least the next 7-10 days or so. So just be aware of the foggy conditions. Last night I was going home and it got pretty serious last night when I was leaving my friend's house when I went and watched the national championship. It was so clear. And then I was in the backyard at my friend's house where we were watching, and I thought my eyes were going fuzzy because I suddenly thought everything was a little cloudy and murky, and no, it was just the fog rolling into his backyard. Anyways, I'm sure all you had the different experiences with that. Ace will be joining me as well in the show today. He'll be joining me in the second hour, so we'll have a little Asa hour. We haven't had him in 2026 just quite yet, so excited to bring him on and talk sports with him there. Should be a lot of fun, as it always is. And, should be a good couple hours. We're going to have time fly by. And no better people to spend it with today than our producers of the day today. Jorge is in producing today. And Daniel is in as well, producing over there. Intern Daniel here with us as well. Guys, how are we doing on this Tuesday afternoon? How are we feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I think that it's a Tuesday,
Tuesday,
so,
Tuesday feeling Tuesday, if you ever felt it.
Yeah, I think that Tuesday is Tuesday of all Tuesdays.
Things, Jorge's been working hard and behind the scenes here as of late today. It's been kind of a whirlwind day, but we're going to make it happen for 2 hours. At least your mind's off of that for 2 hours here, Jorge.
Yeah, right.
Instead of other things. Daniel, you're here. How was your weekend? How are you doing on this Tuesday afternoon?
My weekend was all right. I mean, I spent it working all weekend, but it was pretty easy, just standing, counting. But I'm here.
That's right.
I survived.
You were doing inventory.
Yep.
Last you told us, and you were not looking forward to that.
Yeah.
At your other job.
To be honest, it wasn't bad, but something that came out of this, one of my coworkers makes these brownies. She makes these brownies.
Yeah?
They're really small, but she puts coffee in them. We call them crack brownies.
Ooh.
I had about 3 of those at 7 in the morning. I felt it within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're feeling the caffeine and all. Jorge, would you enjoy brownies laced with caffeine and coffee and all that stuff? That sounds like right up your alley.
Yeah. Whatever has sugar in the morning, I'm down.
Whatever works in that sense. Of course it does. Guys, it's good to be here. Like I said, good to be talking sports as always. And, of course, we can start with our top sports story of the day today, which is how about a national championship? We crowned somebody there last night. Indiana completes the incredible season and wins over Miami, securing the national title, their first national title in program history, the dream season complete. A remarkable, at a glance, story in terms of the landscape of where college football is versus what it can be. Indiana by far shatters the longest odds ever of a team to have at the preseason to then win the national championship. Your other teams that were in that realm, Indiana was 100-1 odds to win in the preseason to win the national title. The next closest team that ever had that chance was the 2010 Auburn Tigers at 50-1. Well, that's Cam Newton, right? We're talking Cam Newton, Auburn Tigers with Gene Chizik.
Yeah, it was Cam Newton.
How about the 2014 Ohio State Buckeyes, who were 40-1? Zeke Elliott and that crew making it happen. How about the 03 LSU Tigers, who at 40-1, even though they shared the title, it still counts. They were also 40-1 to win a national title. And those are your longest odd teams in terms of it. Kurt Signetti's crew accomplishes the 16-0 season for Indiana. Something in the FCS or whatever you're talking about that hadn't been accomplished since Yale had done it. Although it was pointed out on Twitter that NDSU actually did it when Coach Entz was coaching then as well. So maybe there's a little tie-in to that. But I thought the game would be a little more dominant for Indiana in terms of the way things were going, but then Miami bit back a little bit. And even after a block punt for a touchdown for Indiana, it felt like Miami had its chances. It had the ball down 6 with a chance to win the game. Carson Beck, of course, throwing the pick to wrap it all up. But what stood out most was, I would say, Indiana's resolve throughout this game. We knew it wasn't going to be tough. They were going to be tested. Even in the situations you feel like, wow, Indiana was such a tough nut to crack throughout this year in terms of teams getting to them, teams figuring it out in that sense. It felt like even with their best shot, teams getting the best shot of anybody, Indiana, just like that, able to find a moment to win. What stood out to you guys about last night's game between Indiana and Miami? Because I'm going to remember how dominant this Indiana team was and even pushed to the brink, their ability. The Mendoza run, to me, is like one of my favorite plays, the go-ahead touchdown, right? I think he had it when the go-ahead touchdown on a 4th down. That's one of my favorite plays I can think of. What are you guys thinking of from last night's game?
I'm staying with Mendoza, who, he was the leader in the field, and I think that his ability to make plays is what got Indiana the title.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm staying with.
You're staying with that? All right. Sounds good. Daniel, what about you?
For me, I think it was just like early on, when Mendoza took those 2 hits, the one that was like a no call on targeting. I just think that set the tone early of what Miami was doing and what Mendoza was willing to achieve, taking those hits. But being able to put his body on the line, which we saw later on that 4th down conversion for the touchdown. I think just his ability to want it more, basically, is what won Indiana that game.
And what does it show for, which I believe this game is relevant to the folks who live here and are ready to root for the Raiders in that sense, right, is what kind of quarterback you're getting as a Raider fan and fans who enjoy wanting to know what kind of quarterback they're going to get. And I think Mendoza seems like a guy who is like polished and poised and has the right things to say. I don't know if toughness is something people outwardly feel about him, but I think last night proved toughness to me, which I think is the last intangible you're looking at in a quarterback of, can he get knocked down? Can he get beat up? Can he continue to have resolve and go out and win a game? Because if the Raiders draft him, which surely seems like the situation that is going to unfold at the draft in Pittsburgh this April, is that he will get crushed in his first year as a Raider. But I think there's something comforting to the idea that Mendoza isn't afraid of that kind of adversity that is going to face him in his rookie year. So I had hesitancy. I had worry of, can Mendoza get knocked down a lot in his rookie year and have issues where he's just going to have to battle through it because his line's not up to stuff and he doesn't have the weapons. And all things considered, I would say I think my worry is unwarranted now. And I would say, yeah, he is the guy for the Raiders at pick 1 of 1. That's what I learned last night as well, if I'm going from that perspective. I don't know what you guys think in that sense.
Yeah.
It's a little slow to draw.
I'm trying to do like a couple things here.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Go.
All right, tell me if you're too busy. You don't want to do. It's fine. I can do something else. Okay. All right.
For me, I think this is the guy who the Raiders want, especially with just how bad their O-line is right now and how he's able to just. I mean, his playmaking ability is really good, and just the fact he can take hits and get right back up is, I think, what they exactly need right now. So it gives them time to build that O-line around him and Genty, because they both need that line. And I really do think that he will succeed if Vegas puts the resources into building him. And I just think it's kind of crazy that they're getting back-to-back Heisman winners.
Right, the Heisman back-to-back. When's the last time a team has drafted back-to-back Heisman winners? I don't think anybody has had that.
Yeah, I don't think they need him right now. I think what they need is to build their team up.
You don't think they need Mendoza right now?
I mean, I would definitely want him, but I think Derek Carr said it best. Like, you need something different. You need something different, and not in a matter of quarterback, but it's in a matter of a team. You need to establish yourself and create something so that later on you can bring a player that, as quarterback, that won't have to worry about, is the line going to hold up, or are those receivers going to be with me? I feel like if he goes there, the same thing that's happened to the other quarterbacks is going to happen to him too. It's just going to be a wasted opportunity.
Go ahead, Daniel.
So the last time this happened was in 2015-2016 with the Titans. They drafted Mariota. Then the next year they drafted Derrick Henry.
Oh, that's right. There's a good little trivia for you there in terms of that. Okay. So it's not as taboo as it is. But in those Titans, by the way, did end up going to the playoffs. And even though without Mariota, there was a core there that got established and got them all the way to an AFC title game. So I would say there is credence to the idea of drafting back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners in that sense. It's going to be interesting to see kind of the lead up. And now we're in the situation. Mendoza has won the title. Mendoza won the Heisman. And now we're going to look at the next 3 months of how we're going to pick apart this guy. Are we going to find any flaws in that sense? And now it is the season of looking for flaws, if I'm a Raider fan in that sense, or if there's any sort of other direction that can go for it. But everything has gone up Mendoza this season in some crazy fashion, and the kid's living a dream. The kid is living such a dream right now, and I would bet a lot of people are envious of how his life's gone so far. And gosh, he is a fan favorite in terms of that. Maybe work on the media trading still, though. Staring right into the camera after you win is not really my style.
Cringe, like the kids would say?
Cringe, yes. Is it cringe, Daniel?
It's a little, but I think that's just what comes with him. I think he's like all natural, basically. Like,
yeah.
He's not afraid to show who he truly is.
Does that fit in the NFL? Is it gonna work in locker rooms in the NFL? Is like, hey, like, I think people get behind in college because he's good at what he does, but like, the NFL's a different animal. I'm just trying to think of like how you can get eaten alive in that kind of like. I'm not trying to compare him to him, and I know people have been saying Kirk Cousins, but I almost feel like, and I think he did show a little personality at the end of all the post game stuff, but he kind of gives me Russell Wilson vibes too.
Yeah,
in a sense, and like Russell Wilson is just kind of a strange guy who I think is super into approval and wanting people to like him, and Mendoza might be that direction. But then again, I'm talking about a quarterback that won a Super Bowl, so it works.
For me, I think he'll still be a good locker room guy because I think just with how humble he is and like where he knows where he began.
Yeah,
I think that's just what makes him who he is truly, and I think. What I like about it the most is, like, he doesn't seem like he's bothered by – I mean, we'll see in, like, the coming weeks, months. But he doesn't seem like he's bothered by who he'll go to in the draft. Unlike how we had, like, the scrutiny last year with a couple players who were just – like, they didn't want to go to certain teams. I feel like we won't get that from him.
True. He's also tall.
Yeah, that's a plus. No, I think you know what? I think he's got perfect attitude to be in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. I
think that – it's just that's who he is, and you're not gonna get something different. So that's what you're gonna get. It's for me. I feel like it should be you should want something like that.
Yeah. Heights Indiana has not seen really ever is a national championship, and that's where Mendoza took him. Of course, there's Signetti on the other side, but. Now it's another animal for the Raiders who hasn't seen heights like this since the 80s.
2002.
We're not counting. I guess the 90s and 2000s when they were in AFC championships and Super Bowls. But I'm talking championship. I'm talking championship winning ring kind of level. We're talking the 80s. Like, we haven't seen the Raiders be like this.
It would have been in 2002 if it wasn't for
what? What are you alluding to?
The rule.
The what?
Tuck rule.
Oh no, they went to the Super Bowl the next year. What are we talking about? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, they were in the. Yeah, those are two different seasons. And by the way, no, I'm not saying it on air. Raider fans who have gripes about that play, I said this last night. I talked to my dad. He said there was some sort of BS, something that happened in the 70s with the Raiders and the Patriots in terms of some sort of bad call on the flip side. And so he considers the tuck rule even. It makes the franchises even. So any Raider fan that wants to complain about the tuck rule can negotiate the Patriot fans that happen to know that team back in 76. Go look it up. So that's all I got to say about that. Karma.
Okay.
We were the victims.
Sure.
You're just recency bias. All right. Anyways, I'm alone. I'm alone in my opinion. All right. Let's take a break. Let's continue this hour next on 1430 ESPN.
Pizza, wings, beer, and football. If that sounds good to you, then maybe you should be at Meaned's Victory Grill, the legendary pizza that you know and love, served in a family fun dining area. Plus, enjoy the neighborhood-style bar with TVs and friendly service. There's nothing like watching your team head towards victory. So come for the football, stay for the pizza at Me and Ed's Victory Grill in Granite Park. Visit meandedsvictorygrill.com. Pizza, wings, beer, and football. Me and Ed's Victory Grill.
Are you an athlete ready to level up your performance the raw way? Introducing the Raw Athlete Program from Raw Farm. High schoolers, college athletes, gym warriors, and pros, Raw Farm wants you to see why professional athletes and nutritionists are fueling up with Raw Farm raw whole milk to hit their team goals and personal gains. Raw Farm is the best 100% A2 cream top from seasonally grass-raised cows, non-GMO, certified humane, 100% made in America, and crafted for serious gains. Visit rawfarmsusa.com to learn more and find it at your local Sprouts location through the nation.
Still thinking of chain link or wrought iron for your fence? There's a smarter option. Steel panels from Pacific Steel Supply right here in Fresno. Get a clean, modern look with more privacy, long-lasting durability, and customization options like color and finish, all at a cost-effective price. And Pacific Steel Supply will match or beat any company's pricing. Need it to be fast? They offer around-the-clock service. Get your free quote online at PacificSteelSupplyInc.com. Pacific Steel Supply, built strong, priced right.
Bulldog basketball is back and heating up the Save Mart Center. Don't miss any of the exciting action as both the men's and women's basketball teams take on the Mountain West this season. Make sure to bring the whole family to root for your hometown Bulldogs as they compete for that Mountain West championship Fresno would love to bring home. Tickets start as low as $5 for select games. Grab them at GoBulldogs.com today, and we'll see you at the biggest party in the Valley. Go Dogs!
Hey, it's Phil Bonatti from Behind the Bench. A new season means big plays, hard hits, and injuries we track every week. But injuries don't just happen on the field. When life knocks you down, you need a strong team behind you. That's Davis and Van Wagenen, attorneys at law right here in Fresno. Davis and Van Wagenen fight for Valley families hurt in accidents, and you don't pay unless they win. It's a winning game plan from Davis and Van Wagenen. Visit DavisVanWagenenLaw.com. Davis and Van Wagenen, your hometown injury attorneys.
So winter's officially here, and the last thing you want is your house cold and your furnace sounding like it's auditioning for a beatboxing competition. That's why Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating is running their $99 furnace tune-up special. It's the perfect time, because nobody wants to see their breath inside the house. And let's be honest, layering 3 jackets indoors isn't festive, it's desperate. So get ahead of the cold. Schedule your $99 furnace tune-up today at leesair.com. That's leesair.com. Happy holidays from your locally owned and operated Lee's Air and Heating. CLN 635-355.
When you think of California business machines, it wouldn't surprise me if you automatically thought 3-cent color copies. It's something CBM has become locally famous for. But now there's something else business owners are calling about: business phone systems. It's a beautiful thing. Copiers, printers, office phone systems, all with one simple call to California Business Machines. 559-225-5570 or online at cbmsolution.com.
Business noticed and stand out from the crowd by visiting Megaprints. Working with the Valley's most prestigious and high-profile businesses since 1998, we print and install custom-designed signs for businesses of all types and sizes. From yard signs to banners to wallpaper and fleet graphics, Megaprints has the state-of-the-art capability to turn the signage you've dreamed of into a reality. Visit megaprints.com today to see our work and what we can do for your business.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry.
The bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader. Do you see the people on internet? Probably trolling. It's probably mostly trolling, but there's some people that may be taking the bait. Alberto Mendoza entered the transfer portal today or yesterday, and he already has announced he's going to Georgia Tech. Alberto Mendoza is the younger brother of Fernando Mendoza in Indiana, and some people really, I don't know if it's complete trolling, but I've seen like 10 people say that really Fernando's transferring after already winning the title. Like, what's wrong with college football kind of thing? And I do think some people are just not aware. There is the younger brother Mendoza out there.
But they showed him yesterday on
what?
He was there hugging his brother after the win.
Yeah.
They both had Mendoza on it. Like,
Yeah, well, trust me, they're gonna figure that out. They're gonna like work on. Some people just read headlines and just assume, and I'm assuming people read the Mendoza transfer thing. Mendoza transfers and say this is what's wrong with college football. But I do think it might be a little bit of trolling in terms of that.
Is this a case of like Thanasis?
Do you think the Raiders have to draft Alberto Mendoza next year? just cause?
Mm-hmm.
Like just to keep Fernando happy in terms of that?
It would be hilarious,
right?
If they did.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Why not? Hey, why not indeed in the NFL? We have another story that broke last night right after the national championship game wrapped up. The NFL news cycle, it really never stops, does it? And we had a late night hiring, at least late in the Tennessee time. I was driving home from watching the national championship. I was getting home, made a stop at grab a couple things at Walgreens, no plug, and I get a notification on my phone that the 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh is going to be the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. And so that hiring now official as he moves to his second job here in his head coaching side. And it's going to be a fascinating hire in terms of what Saleh can do. But my issue with the team that he went to is that this is maybe equally as dysfunctional of a franchise as the Jets are in terms of the Tennessee Titans and how they're run. Like, trust me, you just let Mike Vrabel walk, and what is Mike Vrabel currently doing right now is leading that Patriot roster to a potential Super Bowl, which is crazy to me in his first year. So is Robert Saleh going to thrive there? It's interesting that he is deciding to go to that franchise knowing all well and be what that indicated team is. But what do you think of the fit for Robert Saleh? And, of course, what is it going to mean for the 49ers moving forward are the two top questions I have in my mind in terms of this move. I'll believe that I think at least Cam Ward has some sort of viability as a quarterback. I've seen glimpses this year in terms of it. He kind of reminds me of Caleb his rookie year. Caleb Williams a little bit, the dysfunction offense, the real just kind of lack of structure to the offense that they had a year ago. Of course, Ben Johnson is a guy that went to Caleb and worked hard with him as head coach to get him into an offense that obviously was literally a play or two away from going to the NFC Championship against Seattle. But we could see that kind of thing move towards Robert Saleh and his career, or we could see an utter collapse and we see Jets 2.0 and what he has been able to do. I'm not quite sure where to go, but one fascinating development out of this whole thing is something that happened in Week 4 in Santa Clara. Do you guys remember who the Niners were playing Week 4 against in Santa Clara for the 49ers? You know who came into town?
The Jaguars?
The Jacksonville Jaguars, right?
Yeah.
Who talked about how the Jaguars... I'm trying to remember what Robert Saleh was saying about the Jaguars. It was kind of akin to I don't know if it was like a Spygate thing or was some sort of pseudo.
Yeah,
something.
Apparently, I think what it was is that
I'm jogging your memory though, right?
Yeah, the Jags were trying to copy something. That
they knew the
saw.
signs. They knew the signs, right? They were watching the signs or something like that.
Yeah,
and
Saleh was. I think he got misquoted on something, and the Jags got really mad about it, mad about that.
Yeah. He was trying to give a compliment saying, quote, he said something in the respect that the Jags steal signs, quote unquote, in some form or fashion, but not in a way that is illegal, just in a way that is smart.
Yeah.
But people hear steal signs and people hear that, and everyone just assumes, well, what the heck is going on there?
After the game, I remember he went up to.
Well, yeah, this is where I'm alluding to, right? Sorry.
Okay. No, go ahead. Oh, no.
Liam Cohen didn't take very kind to that kind of commentary coming from the defensive coordinator. And what did Liam Cohen say? In a video, quoted here, keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your effing mouth. I will F your world up, Saleh replies. So Cohen says, keep my name out of your mouth. And then Saleh replied, I will F your world up.
No.
Yeah.
I think that was misquoted. Because when Saleh did, what Saleh told him was that he was only trying to make him. He was only trying to allude to them being like not cheaters or.
Yeah. Well, Shanahan was saying it had no effect on the game. I think Saleh was paying a big compliment to what they're good at doing. It's not illegal. He said there's nothing illegal about it. I think he used the word sign stealing, and what the headlines get with those type of words, I think the perception of that becomes wrong. I was in the room when Shanahan said that.
What Saleh said was, I was only trying to give you a compliment, and the other guy said, I will F you world up.
No.
Like
Cohen said, keep my name out of your mouth, keep my name out of your effing mouth.
Cohen
and Saleh replied.
No, Cohen say both things.
No, Saleh replied with, I will F your... I saw the video. I know what the video you're talking about. He said, I will F your world up. Saleh was intense.
Okay.
Are you absolutely sure?
Because what was told in the media was that Saleh was out there apologetic, being like, I was only trying to give you a compliment, and then the other guy got more mad and said, keep my name out of your mouth or something like that.
There's many witnesses that say Robert Saleh said, I will F your world up. And I'm looking at him say that.
Maybe it is.
I am looking at a video that he is saying that to Liam Cohen.
Okay.
Like, I will kick your you-know-what in terms of that. My only point is I'm very excited about Saleh being a Titans head coach just because now we get 2 games of Saleh versus Cohen, a new budding rivalry in terms of that. This makes like LaFleur versus Ben Johnson, feel like a kids match compared to what Titans-Jags is going to look like here for the next year or two. I'm very excited. That's all I wanted to say. I'm very excited about that side of the hire. Overall, though, I present all the facts and what Robert Saleh is and what Robert Saleh can be. Of course, with the Niners, when Robert Saleh left, who became defensive coordinator? D'Amico Ryans, right? 49ers found another great coordinator in that sense. Can they find another guy to replace it in that sense? Become a D'Amico Ryans, who then also became a legit head coach in the Houston Texans. So that's a question that needs to be asked in terms of the replacement of Robert Saleh. Clearly, last year didn't work when they didn't have Robert Saleh in terms of the defense. The defense was on life support down the stretch of this year in Robert Saleh's team. He found ways to have good moments, but it wasn't necessarily a great defense.
He created a defense out of like 1- and 2nd-year players.
Yeah,
I think that was what he had to do, and that was what he had to work with. I mean, 50% of the defense of his defense that he had help brought to the Niners was already gone.
Yeah,
through just left. The other 50% that was there kind of got injured, so he was left with to work with 1st and 2nd-year players and players who were filling in for rosters.
As Niner fans, I'm sure Niner fans are rooting for Robert Saleh. Do you feel like the Titans is the move that he needed to make, though?
I wish he would have stayed one more year and then left, but I do believe that this is a good opportunity for him.
You think the Titans specifically are?
Yes, I think that the Titans are a team that has good bones. I want to say has good. They have something in the background, and I think that's gonna help them out with because he doesn't have to go out and look for a quarterback because he already has one. Defensively, they were pretty okay, and I think that's where he's gonna have his biggest hand at. If he could find someone that could help, his quarterback be better, and be more active in the NFL or be more NFL-like, I think that would create a better team.
What do you think, Daniel, in terms of that?
I think he's a good hire. I think the first time he went to be a head coach, I just don't think he was fully ready for that yet. And going to the Jets,
and
I don't
the
think
Jets is a different animal.
Yeah. But with this move, I know the Titans aren't exactly the most functional organization either.
They are not.
At least, he already has a quarterback that looks like he's NFL proven, looks like he can do something. I would just hope he's able to draft and get good players to this team and build around Cam Ward. Because to me, Cam Ward almost seems like another old Titans quarterback.
Already an old Titans quarterback?
Marcus Mariota. And I don't want him to go through...
You think he's a Mariota more than like a Caleb Williams potential?
Yeah, I think so. Except I think Cam Ward has the ability to succeed if he doesn't go through what Mariota went through, having different coordinators and different coaches every year.
I think one thing that's going to help him out is that there won't be as many lights.
You're buried in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
There won't be as many.
Were the Titans the only team that didn't have primetime game this year?
Were they?
I'm pretty sure they didn't have a single primetime game this year.
Maybe. But at the same time, New York, being in New York compared to being in Tennessee, that's totally different. And for him, who had a horrible experience had a bad experience in New York, I think that going to Tennessee should be a better one.
It's not like the Titans had like a horrible defense. Just trying to think. They have a Jeffrey Simmons player that's going to be very good for them. They ranked at 42 sacks, which was 12th in the league as a team. They were 15th in pass rush win rate. Tennessee had the fourth. They have the fourth pick this year in terms of that. It's just their offense is going to be dreadful. That offense is going to be so dreadful. And I don't think Robert Saleh had really much answers in terms of his Jets offensive approach and how they were able to do it. So he's got to figure out a guy who's going to really work for Tennessee in terms of that. But the next hire for the Niners, this defensive coordinator hire, is going to be paramount as well. Like, they got to nail it. And we don't need to get into a shouting match again, Jorge, about the timeline of what the Niners are going to look like we did yesterday. But you know what I said, and the clock's ticking, and you got to nail a defensive coordinator hire, or it's going to get hot in Santa Clara. And we're not talking about the substation over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could, go out and get a good coordinator in the college level, but.
In the college level? You want to go college ranks to the defensive coordinator side? Or?
I don't know who else will be around.
Who will be around? I don't know. I really don't know what kind of availabilities are out there. I don't know exactly what kind of names will be talked about. This is kind of where you start learning the up-and-coming situation. You know what's very fascinating? People really don't want to touch some of the guys who just got fired, like as next head coaches, like Raheem Morris or a Sean McDermott.
I would take him as a coordinator.
Oh, yeah, you would. Absolutely, you would take Sean McDermott a year. For a year of Sean McDermott as a coordinator instead of him being – yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be making those calls as soon as possible if I'm Kyle Shanahan.
I had a friend tell me last night to bring Patty Willis as a defensive coordinator.
Okay. Well, did he feel like he was cooking there? Or?
I think so.
like that. He was like, man, I got a name for you.
Literally, just I don't know. I texted him. I'm like, Salah just went to the Titans. He's like, I know, man. I'm so upset. And I'm like, who do you think you guys can get? First name, Patty Willis. And I'm just like, you can't be serious.
Patty Willis. I don't even know who Patty Willis is. I'm actually going to be straight up honest with you.
He was a linebacker.
I'm Googling Patty Willis, and all I'm getting is an artist, like a painter.
A painter?
Yeah, Patty Willis. Are you talking Patrick Willis?
Yeah, that's what he called him. He called him
Patty.
Oh, well,
okay. We're really losing Call him Patrick Willis. That's his name.
I don't know why he calls him Patty.
But nobody calls him Patty.
Yeah, nobody calls him Patty.
He doesn't even call himself.
He calls him Patty.
Well, then tell your friend to reevaluate what he has in terms of his nicknames for his guys. Because I just got confused, and I have Patty Willis, who was born in 1879 and was a painter. I'm like, who is that? Who are we talking about here? Tell your friend he's completely derailed my show, and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't think Patrick Willis. I mean, for what I've seen on his socials, I think he's more of a businessman than a he's been a coach.
Ed Reed likes to coach. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, but I mean, Patrick Willis is still in shape to go out there and play.
Yeah.
It seems like from all the videos that he posts on his Instagram, but I haven't seen him coach yet. So
by the way, I have breaking news. Totally breaking news on the side of baseball. Yeah, you know what we're talking about. Just real quick, maybe we'll react to this later. Hall of Fame class of 2026 just got announced, and Carlos Beltran will be elected, and Andrew Jones will be elected to the 2026 Hall of Fame, MLB Hall of Fame. Andrew Jones makes sense. Carlos Beltran, very good. A little controversial in his coaching days. Carlos Beltran, he's the originator of the trash can situation.
Is that the coach from for Astros?
Well, he was kind of like the Astros bench coach in that situation. They hired him for a hot second, then it didn't work out. Cora was there too. I remember that for the Red Sox.
But he's going in for as a
player. Yeah,
right?
Carlos Beltran was incredible.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he was incredible for the Mets, the Astros, even the Royals days. He was a Cardinal at the tail end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andrew Jones, that dude was fire. He played in a World Series at like 20, didn't he? Or like 19 years old?
Yeah.
I hate and love the Hall of Fame for baseball.
He retired as a Yankee.
Andrew Jones?
Yeah.
I won't remember him as a Yankee. I'll tell you right there. That's for damn sure.
It was 2012.
Was Carlos Beltran a Yankee?
No.
I don't think so.
Good riddance. Good for him. All right. Let's take a break. Let's wrap up this hour next on 1430 ESPN.
One of the most important keys to success is teamwork. Just like the Bulldogs football team, Fresno Rack has assembled a great team of their own. An industry leader in warehouse pallet racking and industrial warehouse shelving, Fresno Rack is truly your full-service one-stop shop. In-house CAD permit department, in-house installation crews, and of course Fresno Rack's sales team is second to none. Whether you're looking to just fine-tune your warehouse and make it more efficient, or you're building a new warehouse and need a turnkey from start to finish, Fresno Rack is here to help. Call, click, or visit Fresno Rack today.
When your vehicle needs attention, trust the experts at West Coast Exhaust and Off-Road. Besides off-road custom builds and repairs, their complete auto repair shop offers their great quality service to your day-to-day vehicle too. Oil changes, alignments, brakes, AC services, tires, tune-ups, engine repair, and more. West Coast Exhaust and Off-Road has you covered at the lowest prices guaranteed. Visit West Coast Exhaust and Off-Road today on Shaw Avenue, just west of Brawley and Fresno, or online at westcoastexhaustoffroad.com.
Welcome to Banyan Tree, Fresno's favorite dispensary. Voted 2025's Best of Central California's People's Choice Award. Need some healing and relaxation? From flower to edibles, concentrate to vapes, we've got top shelf products at down-to-earth prices. Whether you're a seasoned smoker or just kinda curious, our knowledgeable staff will help you find your perfect match. So climb the Banyan Tree and see how high you can get today. Order ahead at banyantreefresno.com for quick and easy pickup. Banyan Tree, rooted in quality, grown in Fresno.
Introducing The Sidebar, a brand new open-air beer garden at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill in River Park. Experience a new way to catch a game, hang with friends, and enjoy new appetizers, char-grilled burgers, salads, wings with over 10 house-made sauces, and of course, world-famous Me and Ed's Pizza. Thirsty? Try our self-poured taps with over a dozen craft beers, wines, ciders, and craft seltzers. Plus a full bar with an impressive selection of tequilas, whiskeys, and craft cocktails. The Sidebar at Me and Ed's Coney Island Grill, now open in River Park.
At Helena Agri-Enterprises, we're committed to helping you make the best agronomic decisions for your farm. That's why we combine cutting-edge technology with superior product. Helena's agri-intelligence solutions use in-depth analysis to identify potential problems in the field before they take root. Combined with a complete line of high-quality crop production and crop protection inputs, Helena has the tools to help you increase productivity, enhance performance, and maximize your return on investment. Contact your local Helena representative or authorized dealer to create the right plan for your farm with Helena products and agri-intelligence solutions.
Quick, where can you find a great selection of Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Serta, and Mattress First bedding? Easy. The same place you'll find adjustable beds, sheets, pillows, mattress protectors, and more. Sleep Retreat, inside fashion furniture. It's the same place you'll find 150 recliners, custom upholstery, leather sectionals, dining furniture, and even office furniture, not including thousands of decorating ideas that you're really gonna love. Fashion Furniture on El Paso, across from River Park. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Hey Bulldog fans, Lynn's Restaurant Group, a proud partner of Fresno State Athletics, has launched a brand new app. With over 8 locations like J-Pot, Ramen Hayashi, and Hino Oishi, the app brings all your favorites together in one place. Order ahead, skip the wait, and earn rewards every time you dine. Whether it's game night or family night, the app has you covered. New members even score $5 in LRG credit just for signing up. Download the Lynn's Restaurant Group app today and start earning with every visit. Go Dogs!
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/FREE. ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Behind the bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader here on this Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday here. So we got into a lot of Robert Saleh talk in that last segment. Of course, we didn't really even get into talking about the Rams. I didn't give the Rams the love I think they needed or deserved yesterday in terms of their win on Sunday, which, by the way, Jorge Daniel, I found a piece of paper from last week. I wrote down the teams we power ranked in the top 8. Remember the 8 remaining teams in the playoffs. And guess what? The 8 through 5 teams that we ranked all got eliminated. So we knew exactly who the top 4 were, and now we have the top 4 left in the playoffs. Go figure. What do we know, huh? Right? Pat yourselves on the back.
Put us up there.
Who was number 4?
Send us to LA.
Who was number 4?
Yeah.
We had the Rams at number 4.
Yeah.
It went Rams, Patriots, Broncos, Seahawks. Seahawks being the number 1 team.
Yeah.
You got mad about the Bills, but let me tell you, we now know.
I felt like they were, well,
they're frauds.
If that, interception wouldn't have been an interception.
To quote Mike Tomlin, if my aunt had man parts, she'd be my uncle.
God.
Yeah. That's to quote Mike Tomlin. You know what I mean? So it's just if one thing was one thing, it'd be another thing, right? Anyways, the Rams on Sunday night pulled off an amazing win over the Chicago Bears. They survived the miracle. That's how I describe it. Surviving a miracle in that situation when Caleb Williams pulled one more rabbit out of his hat on that crazy catch. But I want to just talk about how we're getting into a situation here with Davante Adams and his legacy and how he can affect this team and what we were talking about before this season, right, with what his signing meant to this Los Angeles Rams team, which felt like one that was all in on Super Bowl winning possibilities. And I know he only had 2 catches in that game, but I think we know what those 2 impactful catches were, which is in a 3rd down situation in the goal, in the red zone. And of course he was down by contact before the fumble came out of that situation, but it was key. It was in traffic. It was around 3 guys. And then on the other catch was in overtime in a situation where the Rams needed yards getting into Chicago territory, and it's literally placed in the exact spot you have to place it for him to catch that ball and for him to stay in bounds. What a seed from Matthew Stafford in that sense. But I know we're talking, and we'll probably maybe go back and evaluate some of the moves that happened in this season for a lot of teams, but I'm having a hard time. If you look at the final 4 teams left, I think there is his signing in free agency, and then there's Sam Darnold signing. Maybe Stephon Diggs, if you're going to think of it for the Patriots. I'm trying to think of the Broncos signing that is like the most impactful for them, other than, just getting better and winning football games in crazy ways. But I'd be hard-pressed to think of a more impactful player outside of the quarterback position than Davante Adams to what his team has done. And I really loved the resolve of what the Rams showed in that game, where I'm telling you, there are teams that would lay down and just let that game happen and let that Bears team do what they wanted to do in that overtime. I thought it was genius of Sean McVay to run to a hurry-up in that final drive, just kind of speed up the Bears a little bit in some really tough situation. And I thought it was really a really great game plan, all in all, in overtime at least. Maybe questionable in the other situations, but the Rams continue to win in tight situations, tight territory, and the question is now how tight it's going to get in Seattle. 3rd time ago, both teams have won each matchup at home, and let's be honest, what a swinging door moment here if the Rams were able to just avoid Rashid Shaheed from turning a punt, 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago on Thursday Night Football. How differently this NFC Championship will look. It will most likely be at SoFi. That'd be darn sure. You know what I mean? So is the Rams' 3-point victories the last 2 rounds, is there something to the close wins for the Rams that is galvanizing and building them to a situation where if the game is close against Seattle, they're the ones that aren't going to blink, as opposed to what Seattle did, which just kind of cruised to a win over 49ers. They didn't feel the pressure, the playoff pressure in that 49er game.
I think there was some sort of pressure, but once the game started, that went off the,
the Seahawks didn't look like they played the pressure much. They played like they were flying. They didn't feel the tightness of a playoff game. That game felt loose for them. I'm saying the Rams have felt the tightness of a playoff game in terms of you got to have it situations, defensively, offensively, making stops, causing turnovers when you really need it up against the wall. The Seahawks haven't done that, didn't feel that against the 49ers, that's for darn sure. It was off the kickoff when they didn't feel that. So who is battle-tested into this next round, into this NFC Championship game? While I know the Rams' body of work isn't something that's telling you feel good about them because their opponents have really kept them tight, on the flip side is I think there's value when you play close games. I really do. And I'm wondering if you guys share the same sentiment. Daniel, what do you feel?
honestly, I share that same feeling with you. I think just being able to handle that pressure as a team and being able to persevere and win through something like that, I think it does build a lot of character in a team and builds just like, when you, like you said, when you get in a close situation like that, say down 3 with a minute to go in the fourth, Rams get the ball, they know what it's like to feel that already, and they can, I guess, not feel the pressure as much. Like, they almost like come to the pressure, I guess.
Yeah, right? I think, the reps. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. But I don't feel like that translates a lot to them, during game time. I think that maybe it's more of a, everything that's like them not being at home and then have to worry about something else, and that maybe that pressure is makes a difference. But when you're in the game, it's you're gonna have to be working in there, and you're facing the best teams that are out there.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure it's the same feeling.
Devontae Adams just shared something about what Stafford said. I think he said it. Stafford said it in the huddle against Carolina when they were down 4, I think, or something. They were down 3, and they needed a touchdown or one. It was right before they scored their final touchdown. Devontae Adams recalled this quote from Stafford, which was, "I'm looking around the stadium, and I see all these hearts I can break." And that's pretty savage in terms of what Stafford feels like. And Devontae felt that same way. And they did it again against Chicago. They broke all those hearts, and now they got a whole crowd in Seattle that would feel like Stafford. If anybody can do it.
I feel like Chicago broke their own heart. I think they were already heartbroken.
I get it. But they drove and got that field goal. And they broke those hearts on Sunday night in the cold Chicago win. Let's take a break. Wrap up this hour. Next hour coming up next on 1430.
All right, Fresno, here's a name that's been winning for generations. Toledo's Mexican Restaurant. Family-owned, traditional, authentic Mexican cuisine, and proudly Fresno's longest Mexican restaurant. That's championship legacy, served up for lunch and dinner. Swing on by Toledo's for happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 5. Weekends from 8 to 10 a.m. $10 apps, $7 house margaritas, and $5 drafts. Toledo's Mexican Restaurant. 3 locations to serve you and your family.
Hi, this is Marcus McMarion. As a hometown guy and former Bulldog quarterback, I know how important trust and family are. That's why I choose Ed Dina's Auto Center in Dinuba. From first cars to family SUVs, Ed Dina's helps you find the right fit without the hassle. They treat you like part of the team, because here, you're more than just a customer, you're family. Stop by Ed Dina's Auto Center today and see why it's my dealership of choice.
Ed Dina's, the dealer in Dinuba that does. Yes, he does.
New year, same hunger, better value. KFC is starting things strong with $5 bowls, classic or spicy. We're talking creamy mashed potatoes, sweet corn, melty cheese, and crispy nuggets all stacked in one bowl. Go classic or bring the heat with bold, spicy flavor. And if you want to start the year playing offense, grab a $5 Maddie's Cheesy Nuggy Gravy Bowl. Crispy nuggets, rich gravy, and plenty of cheese. No shortcuts. Big flavor, big comfort, just $5. Only at participating local KFCs for a limited time.
I'm here at the Roger Dunn Open. Former Fresno State football coach Pat Hill is at the first tee.
Hey, it's a fairway hit.
Yeah, but that's the wrong fairway, Coach.
I need to buy a golf game.
Coach, I really think you need a Roger Dunn makeover.
When you buy a game at Roger Dunn, you can play anybody, anytime, anywhere. This is the old coach, Pat Hill. I bought this 7-iron at Roger Dunn Golf. Number 8 at Tehama, 162 yards out. Eagle, baby!
It's cold outside. And a good thing, Donald P. Dick has 5-year free financing on a new Lennox system. That's 0% financing and up to 30% energy savings. This isn't a system that costs. It pays. Get 54 years of experience, 12 People's Choice Awards, and Lennox, the best-selling system in the Valley. Affordable, high-quality Lennox. And 5 years of free financing from Donald P. Dick. Call 255-1644.
We started like you, a small team with a big dream to serve the Valley. 20 years later, FFB Bank is still proudly backing businesses across California and beyond. We've learned a lot about what it takes to grow, and now we're using that experience to make things easier for you. With our Switch and Save offer, we'll cover up to 90 days of payment processing, provide no-cost equipment, and offer competitive rates so your business can keep more of what it earns. And behind it all is a local team that truly understands your goals and is ready to help you reach them. Make the switch. Save with FFB. Visit ffb.bank to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Here's a tip from All American Glass, Fresno's go-to since 1990.
Hey, it's Isaac with All American Glass. When it's time to replace your windshield, here are 3 things to keep in mind. First, try to choose a shop that's a registered member of the Auto Glass Safety Council. Second, make sure the technicians working on your vehicle are knowledgeable and certified. And third, if your vehicle is equipped with advanced driving assistance systems, make sure a successful recalibration of the forward-facing camera is performed after the installation. These are some of the reasons you can count on All American Glass. And remember, we treat your car like family.
Get a free quote today at aagfresno.com.
Hola, Carla speaking.
Carla's roofing company always goes above and beyond.
Yeah, we heard about next week's forecast.
She needs a new foreman to weather a storm of projects.
You mean another full crew before Wednesday? Mira, Jose, can you work Wednesday?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with...
You're listening to the home of the San Francisco Giants, KFIG Fresno, 1430 ESPN.
I'm Christine Lisi. Breaking news, Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. They'll be inducted July 26th in Cooperstown, New York, along with Jeff Kent, who was voted in last month by the Contemporary Era Committee. NBA, the Warriors dealing with a big hole in their lineup as they get ready to host the Raptors tonight. Wing Jimmy Butler will miss the rest of the season with a torn ACL. Golden State's won 12 of 14, currently 8th in the West, now has to reassess where it stands with the February 5th trade deadline approaching. First Take host, Stephen A. Smith.
I think it means they go home in the first round. That's just what I see. The combination of that devastating injury to your second leading scorer, who was a 25-5 player, that was the secondary offensive option for you. He goes down, and that's a problem because the person you got to rely on now more so is Jonathan Kuminga. The relationship with him and Steve Kerr is irreparable. It's done.
Kuminga demanded a trade last week. NFL former Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel has withdrawn his name from consideration for the Browns head coaching opening. He'd been scheduled for a second interview with the team tomorrow. McDaniel is interviewed for the Ravens and Raiders head coaching vacancies. Duke sued quarterback Darian Mensah, and a judge denied a request for a temporary restraining order that would have prevented him from entering the transfer portal. Duke's expected to enter him in the portal tomorrow. Kansas basketball coach Bill Self says he's feeling better after being hospitalized yesterday, but won't coach tonight in Colorado, 11 Eastern ESPN. Assistant Jacques Vaughn will serve as Jayhawks acting coach in his place.
Hey, it's resident Super Bowl champ Chris Candy. Coming on Wednesday, I'll tell you what's next for the playoff teams that have already been eliminated. It's Unsportsmanlike, weekday mornings at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
He's got the knowledge.
Because once again, I have to come on there and talk about how right I am once again. In anything that it comes to sports.
He's got the questions.
I'm going to lose it. Are you kidding me? What are we doing here?
He's got the guests.
20th head coach in Fresno State history here, Matt. Is it hard to believe sometimes still the 20th head coach here in program history?
It's all moved really quickly here over the course of the last 5-6 weeks, but super excited to be here.
Phil Bonatti is the voice for the Central Valley sports leader. Behind the Bench starts now. Brought to you by Helena Agri.
That's right. Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader, here on this Tuesday afternoon. Good to be here. Second hour of 2 hours of our show as we will sign off at 5 o'clock and then head on over to Buchanan for Clovis North in Buchanan. High school basketball, high school hoops, myself and Paul Metters on the call. 6:45 pre, 7 p.m. tip-off from the gym of the Bears there in north-ish Clovis, I guess, Is that technically Northwest Clovis? I think it is technically Northwest Clovis. Anyways, I'll ask the Peanut Gallery momentarily when we get to that situation. But I'm introducing now, back and better than ever here in 2026. Ace is back. Ace is here.
Oh, I get a soundboard applause. Yay!
The tiny little applause in the corner of the room.
Oh, I love them. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's so good to be here.
There you go. Good to be here. How are you doing?
I'm very good. I really need to relearn how to time my sips of coffee now.
Yes. Sorry.
I'm out of practice.
I'm out of practice of you sipping coffee as you do. And 2026 is treating you well, I'm sure.
It's doing fine, I guess.
No, it actually really hasn't, I don't think.
No, it's been god-awful. I don't want to talk about it.
He has been, let's be honest, he's been in mourning for his beloved Jacksonville Jaguars.
Sad kitties.
We're moving. We're moving further away from it. It's becoming.
It feels better, but it still hurts.
Still, well, I think the Bronco win helped it a little bit, right?
Oh yeah.
And then what my team did to the Texans helped it.
CJ Stroud is booty butt, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
Hear that?
I am not sorry.
Anyways, all right. He put it on notice. Ace, it's good to have you.
Thanks for having me, Phil. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back talking sports with you. And I could go a multitude of directions with it. First of all, we watched the national championship last night.
We did.
Hey, we had a drive at the end of the game that mattered. I like that over other situations we watched the national championship in. It feels like of late the national championship hasn't been good. It's just been kind of meh for me in terms of the caliber.
Last year was Ohio State and who?
Who was it? Who did Ohio State beat last year? Notre Dame, right? Notre Dame.
Ew.
Yeah, and was that game close or did Notre Dame?
It was close. It was close for the first half.
I know I was rooting against Notre Dame like crazy, so because I love the plight, the sadness of Ohio State fans who have to realize that their coach wins national championships, but yet can't beat Michigan. It's like if you won Super Bowls but can't beat the Titans.
Yeah. What are we even doing
It
here?
would drive you nuts.
Yes.
But anyways, and yeah, no, it was actually an all right game.
It was a good game.
Yeah. I said it, and I think you were hearing you were listening to the show earlier before you came in.
Mm-hmm.
I think I found a newfound trait of Fernando Mendoza that I really enjoyed, was the toughness of Fernando Mendoza.
Oh yeah, getting popped in the chin.
Yeah, and then the QB run to score the touchdown there, where he was spinning around.
That dive, I think, needs to be the logo of something.
The new Indiana NIL logo
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They're
really
gonna
good.
build a statue of him outside with that dive.
If they build a statue of that dive, I think I might have to make a pilgrimage.
I need the Signetti hand on the hips, and you got the back of the wrist, both of them sitting there. He's giving the eyebrow.
Yeah,
just kind of looking somewhere disapproval. The Signetti statue is going to be goated. It's going to be so good, unbelievable. By the way, we're getting some unbelievable Signetti last night in terms of the reactions and memes, and
he looks like the crotchety grandma that that's kind of how he stands. That stance with the hands on his hips is like crotchety grandma that's watching the neighborhood kids play disapprovingly.
I describe Coach Signetti as that one teacher you think is gonna stink. You think you're not gonna like that teacher for the whole semester.
This bit.
You go in, you're like, I don't think I'm gonna vibe with him. But then he kind of has a dry sense of humor that makes it kind of funny to have him as a teacher, and he kind of is a little cooler than you think he actually is. And that's kind of how I feel like Coach Signetti is.
Yeah, I feel like he makes it I think you said he's like an English teacher.
Yeah,
he's really dry, and he makes a joke, but it's mostly for himself. But you get it, and you kind of laugh, and you kind of see you kind of see his eyes light up,
exactly.
Oh, someone got it.
Exactly. He makes Beowulf interesting. You know what I mean? You guys get that vibe from Coach Signetti? That's how I feel.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's more, just he doesn't know when to smile.
He knows when to smile, which was at the end of the game. It's the only time he let him do it.
To me, he seems like this one teacher I had. He was a math teacher. He was super strict, but he loved baseball, and he had Mike, because he was an Angels fan. He had 3 Mike Trout jerseys hanging. And he would make baseball jokes all the time, and I would get it just because I like baseball.
Is that Nico? No. I'm kidding. shout out Mr. Zahn in Bristow Middle School for me. I don't know if he's around, but he seemed like a witty guy.
Okay.
And I thought I would hate him, and I heard people didn't like him. But then I kind of I get your humor.
It's always funny hearing about a teacher like, what do you mean you guys didn't like him? He's like, oh, yeah, he was just like a really tough teacher. And it's like, what? Did I take a different class?
Yeah, right? It was interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, and that's probably how Indiana players feel. Like you didn't like him? And I'm sure they love him now in terms of winning a national championship first time. So anyways, great game last night. A lot of fun. Goodbye, college football. We'll see you in August. Anyways, other thoughts. Oh, yeah. Let's not bury the lead here, though, because we got the Sharks on here, and they played a game last night. And the greatest thing in sports happened last night. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I implore you to, if you're driving, pull over right now.
Stop your commute.
Pull out your phone and just Google hockey goalie fight Sharks. And you will find a glorious 1 minute and 8 second clip. I timed it. I remember the timestamp.
You would.
Because I've shown people it 80 times today and yesterday. Between, was it Nedeljkovic?
Yep.
Versus Bobrovsky. Sharks goalie versus Florida Panthers goalie. And they were throwing haymakers. None were connecting. But then Ned got one good punch in. But they happened. There was face masks getting ripped off. There were goalie masks getting ripped off.
My favorite, I feel like this is kind of like it's an underreported part of the video. What's his name? Bob Rosovich?
Bobrovsky.
Oh, Bobrovsky. I like mine more. Bobrovsky, the goalie for the Panthers, he's got a head of steam on him.
Oh, yeah.
And Ned's like up against, he's up in the boards like, all right, whatever. And so the Panthers goalie like has a head of steam and is like coming towards Ned. And
he
then
dropped
Ned
the gloves.
Yeah. On his way, drops the gloves, and the Panthers goalie like goes to like go push Ned, and then Ned just turns around and like knocks him on his butt, and like falls down. And it's like, how do you get taken out when you're the one running?
I know.
That's crazy. Like that's so dumb.
It was a phenomenal fight if you get to watch it, and we rarely get goalie fights. Jorge, I showed you the video. Daniel, have you seen the video? You know what I'm talking about. I argue in sports it's like one of the top 5, if not like top 3 rare sport things that happen, but I enjoy when it happens.
Oh, yeah.
Like I look forward to it. Like I love a bases clearing brawl. I feel like we don't get that anymore. Can you guys think of any other rare things you can think of in sports where like we don't usually, triple plays to me in baseball is one thing I could think of. What else we got?
I got something that happened just this past weekend, actually.
Yeah? What do we got?
So, you remember how me and Tanvir were talking about the AFCON final for soccer?
No, I wasn't.
Oh. But anyway,
anyway, it happened.
It's the African continent soccer final, basically.
Continental match.
That's right, yeah.
But, so, during the game, right, it was tied 0-0. They're going into stoppage time.
Uh-huh.
Morocco gets awarded a penalty.
Yeah.
And then they went to go check VAR, and it withheld. And so Senegal was like, they weren't happy at all.
Okay.
Coach sends his players to the locker room.
She's just said, I'm done.
Basically. They stayed there for 15 minutes. They came back out. Morocco took the penalty. He misses. They go into extra time, and Senegal wins.
Okay.
And so people are thinking this is a way of icing the kicker.
So you think that's more awesome than a goalie fight?
It's
rare.
It's rare.
It's a weird thing.
I'm saying rare and fun, not rare and just rare.
Well, another thing that happened, I don't know if it was that much exactly, but one of the kickers had, or one of the goalies had their towels behind the bench, or behind the goalie.
Oh,
net, right?
I saw that.
Yeah. There was a little gamesmanship going on.
Well, the ball boys tried to take away the towel so he wouldn't have it there.
Yeah.
So the backup goalie went and grabbed it and just hold on to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
the whole match.
The whole match.
Oh my
I've
God.
also heard that Morocco tried to say that Senegal was using like black magic or something and like lodged like a formal complaint.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I believe that. I believe that happened.
That's silly.
That's the African Nations Cup.
They're calling the Etsy witches.
Hey, that could be true.
Okay. All right. Back to the goalie fight, though.
Yep.
what would your strat be? You wear all the pads. I know you can't skate for you know what.
Come on, man.
Sorry to out you on that. I've seen you skate, Asa, and you need work.
Hey, that was my first time ice skating.
Like I said, you
All
need,
right,
you,
fair
need,
enough.
you need work.
Anyway, go ahead, Phil.
What would your strat be?
Like in a goalie fight?
Yeah, are you the one charging? Or are you the one
you gotta grab him by the chest protector
and just
once you got that, you're in.
Yeah.
You get that, you win, and then you just go ham.
Is that how you do it? You grab the front. Well, because your arms are so like constricted with the padding and all that stuff, right? It's
that and you can kind of control it because you can't grab them by the face, but if you can grab them by somewhere up near the neck, you can kind of dictate where they're gonna go.
Yeah.
So if you can especially if they're right-handed, if you can get their chest protector with your left arm, you kind of restrict their movement with the right, so they're kind of having to do can't see. This makes for great radio, by the way. I'm flailing my arm up and over myself, so that way I can get a good headshot. I think that's the move.
You're flailing. It's like you're riding a cowboy.
Well, if you're the guy,
riding a bull.
If you're the guy whose chest protector is getting grabbed, you have to kind of go up and over because you don't have a good angle.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're the one with holding the chest protector, I mean, you're just doing face punches and whatnot.
Yeah, Daniel, Jorge, any strat if you're a goalie fight, how would you go about it in terms of that?
Shirt pulling.
You can't pull the jersey pull over in a goalie pad is pretty insane.
That's gonna be hard.
That's gonna be very.
That's a lot of real
reach
estate
all
to
the way
work.
back there. You can do it in a regular hockey fight, but I'm talking goalie fight. You got all the padding.
That's true.
Yeah,
I want to say face mask.
Well, that was interesting. Both goalies got the face mask. They were able to rip each
that
other's
was
helmets
step
off.
one. It was expose the face. That was interesting.
The feeling I had when the goalie fight started for the Sharks last night, it felt like somebody coming into the Royal Rumble. Late.
It's Steve Austin with the steel chair.
Is that his music? It felt like that. It's just here comes Bobrovsky.
and I think it was mainly because of that whole trip he had to do from one side to the other.
Yeah.
They were literally on the other side. And then the Sharks goalie turns around oh, we're doing this. This is happening. Okay.
Well, it was filmed that way, where the camera cuts and Bobrovsky's in full sprint. It was like is cinema. It was very much like WWE. It was planned.
That producer was like, "Oh hell yeah, get this, get this."
You know what I like too is that everybody all stopped fighting to watch them fight.
Of course.
And then everybody else all right, wait, let's watch
And then it
this.
goes to the bench and everyone's just tapping their sticks and stuff. Oh,
I'm trying to think. Can you imagine if just both starting pitchers just started fighting each other instead of batter pitcher?
That should be how we start baseball.
That's how we
games
do
now.
baseball brawls, right? Yeah, it's
you have one enforcer pitcher and they get in a fist fight.
Enforcer pitcher?
Yeah,
Didn't one pitcher came out of the warming
the bullpen?
area, the bullpen?
Yeah.
And just started sprinting
That's how they always do it.
That's how we start the seventh now. We do a pitcher fight and then we start the seventh.
Isn't
inning.
that your favorite part of the brawl? Is when all the players from the bullpen are just sprinting
they
7
don't even,
seconds
and it's
after
funny because,
everything is done.
It's funny because the camera will always pan to them and it's oh god, now I have to I have to do this.
I have to go.
It's the long run up to the fight. It's oh god. It's you're already kind of tired because you have to walk, run from center right or whatever.
Yeah. What do you got?
Give me 2 Bat Boys.
Bat Boys?
Yeah.
Bat Boy fight? Oh, and they fight with the bats?
I don't know. It sounds like...
All right, now we're talking too much
violence. It sounds like that sounds like the scene from Simpsons where they're betting on monkeys with knives.
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, monkey knife fight. What's wrong with that?
Where they're on the cruise ship.
It's international waters.
No, make the Bat Boys play like a game of chicken with the bats.
Oh my gosh. What are we doing here? Oh man,
This is good radio.
We need more fights in sports, don't we? We definitely do.
The people yearn for gladiator games.
Anyways, Sharks are in action right now. By the way, they're playing Tampa. That just puck drop just happened about 5 minutes ago. And by the way, Sharks have added a player. Kiefer Sherwood added to the roster in a trade, 2 second-rounders and a player as well. And the Sharks are getting more firepower. So there's your instant analysis. Sharks getting forward there. Surely that could help with, more fighting. We'll see. Be nice if the Sharks get a back-to-back here. Tampa's hot, though, so this is going to be a tough team to beat. All right, let's take a break. Let's regroup ourselves here because that was a lot. And when we come back, let's talk some NFL playoffs. I have a very fun game for us to play where we're going to rank the 8 units of all the teams. Yes, we're ranking offenses and defenses. We're putting them all of the 4 teams left, we're putting them all in a pool, and we're going to try to collaboratively rank them as a crew.
Okay.
So let's take a break, and when we come back, we do that next on 1430 ESPN.
Game on, crowd loud, hunger louder. That's when you call Chopped Cheese Bodega, because football without a chopped cheese, that's a flag on the play. Sink your teeth into Fresno's favorite, the original Bodega chopped cheese, or the Philly chopped cheese. Real meat, real cheese, crispy fries, sauces that hit like a game-winning touchdown. Watching the game, hosting the fight, any event worth cheering for? There's a chopped cheese for that. Find Chopped Cheese Bodega at Blackstone and Bullard next to 7-Eleven, or call ahead and grab it fast.
Are you tired of waiting forever for your prescriptions? Grizzly Pharmacy is here to tame your healthcare needs. We fill most prescriptions in 15 minutes or less, always accepting new patients. And enjoy free delivery to your home or workplace in Fresno and Clovis. We accept all major insurance, including Medi-Cal, Blue Cross, and Optum Rx. For our Fresno location, please call 559-424-0423 or visit grizzlypharmacy.com for more information.
So winter's officially here, and the last thing you want is your house cold and your furnace sounding like it's auditioning for a beatboxing competition. That's why Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating is running their $99 furnace tune-up special. It's the perfect time, because nobody wants to see their breath inside the house. And let's be honest, layering 3 jackets indoors isn't festive, it's desperate. So get ahead of the cold. Schedule your $99 furnace tune-up today at leesair.com. That's leesair.com. Happy holidays from your locally owned and operated Lee's Air and Heating. CLN 635-355.
Are you a business owner struggling to understand how cloud technology can help your business? Are you in need of computer and technology support for your employees? M-Cubed Technologies is your solution for fully managed IT services. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. M-Cubed will be your partner in the digital world, allowing your business to carry on worry-free. We specialize in cloud hosting, Microsoft 365 management, general IT support, and VoIP phone services. Call M-Cubed Technologies today to discuss our partnerships.
Bulldog basketball is back and heating up the Save Mart Center. Don't miss any of the exciting action as both the men's and women's basketball teams take on the Mountain West this season. Make sure to bring the whole family to root for your hometown Bulldogs as they compete for that Mountain West championship Fresno would love to bring home. Tickets start as low as $5 for select games. Grab them at GoBulldogs.com today, and we'll see you at the biggest party in the Valley. Go Dogs!
Why pay more when you can get the best prices in the South Valley at Valley Pure Woodlake Outlet? If you're looking to save big without sacrificing quality, this is your go-to destination. Shop smarter with unbeatable deals on today's most popular brands, all at outlet pricing. Check out the online menu at valleypure.net. Then stop in and stock up. Valley Pure Woodlake Outlet. Enjoy extended business hours at Valley Pure Tulare, now open daily from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
On game day, don't just settle for weak snacks. You go big, like a boss. The Butcher Boss brings you the kickoff platter, stacked high with man-sized, fully cooked meats. Tender sliced tri-tip, fall off the bone, pork spare ribs, smoked sausage, fiery jalapeno poppers, already sliced, already prepped. This Sunday, don't just watch the game, own it with a kickoff platter from the Butcher Boss. So call today to pre-order yours. The Butcher Boss, 41 south of Riverstone.
Welcome to A+ Signs.
Thanks. Yeah, I need some custom exterior signs for my business.
Great. What's the name of your business?
C+ Signs.
Wait, you own a sign company?
Yep, C+ Signs.
And you want us, A+ Signs, to make your signs?
Yeah, I need them really fast, and we can't touch our turnaround times.
We are kind of known for that.
For signs that stop traffic, drive traffic, and even direct traffic, call A+ Signs.
Remember, A+ has great technicians to service and repair signs, too.
Yeah, we got a guy, but he's afraid of ladders.
Welcome back to Behind the Bench here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader. All kinds of different sports news also happening all around us, of course. And one of the other stories I just forgot to make a mention of in the show today, I don't need discussion on it because I'm in mourning. But Jimmy Butler tore his ACL last night. That was great for the Warriors. So
that's not good.
It's hockey season, folks. That's where I'm at mentally. Well, it's football season, really, for me right now. So, oh man, I'm holding on to the last grasp of football season as much as I can before I dive into the hellscape that is baseball season and hockey season for me. So, anyways, yeah. Hey, Fresno State men's basketball is playing well, by the way.
They are
playing well. Huge test tomorrow. Just the biggest test tomorrow in the pit in Albuquerque against New Mexico. I'm very scared. Very scared. By the way, guess who we scheduled for Friday? Talk men's basketball. Coach Q going to come on the show Friday. Just scheduled that with him earlier today. So he'll be on on Friday, 4:15 on Friday. So it should be good to have him. Anyways, I'm all over the place. Sorry, guys. Let's talk some football. And I want to play a game here with it in terms of, it's not really a game. It's just more of a collaborative discussion. But we're gamify it. I want to make sure we have ranking the 8 units left in football right now. And what we mean by unit is offense and defense. Yeah, we're not going to parse the special team units of these teams. We're not going to do it. Although I would put the Rams special teams dead last if I had my say about it.
Damn. All right.
Not good. Look in the numbers.
All right.
In terms of it. But I want to have a discussion and see if we can come up with a list because let's be honest, Jorge, Daniel, we did this with just the team straight up last weekend. And we were able to wean out the bad teams from the good teams. Because I said it on the show earlier that when we did the power rankings of the teams left, the 8 teams left, the top 4 moved on. We knew who was going on to the championship games. You know? People didn't need to listen to anything else. We knew. So I'm wondering if we know, based off of what we talk about here, of who's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't be that hard, right?
Shouldn't be that hard, right? Huh? I like going worst to first. And so maybe I lead this discussion off of who is the worst unit left in the playoffs. And is it hard to grade them on the curve because of where their quarterback situation is? But is it hard to look at the Broncos offense as now the weakest unit left in the playoffs? Is that where the discussion starts? I think all the units, or maybe it's the Patriots offense who just cannot block Drake May for Drake May right now. But maybe it's the Texans defense being very good. I don't know.
Honestly, for me, I think worst unit is a coin flip between Patriots offense and Broncos offense. Empirically, I think the Patriots are like number 6 in passing offense, but like in this postseason, I just think the Patriots have gotten lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. I know Evan Ingram for the Broncos is like underproduced. I'm not 100% sold on Bo Nix as a quarterback.
Yeah. Even if we don't have Bo Nix for this game.
Yeah, even though he's like not playing, just like watching him.
So this is the question I have. Are we grading it on the curve of it's Jarrett Stidham?
I mean, I think we have to.
Is that fair to do to the Broncos offense?
Yeah.
But like there's also 10 other guys on that side of the ball though.
I get it. But Jarrett Stidham's going to touch the ball every time.
He is.
And we haven't seen Jarrett Stidham in a year.
Yeah.
He hasn't thrown a pass in like 2 years, has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, something crazy like that. So it's like we just don't trust it, right? With that situation, right? And so it's simply.
Do we have to rank Broncos on the bottom just out of principle?
Broncos offense?
Yeah, Broncos offense on the bottom.
I think we have to sit there in terms of that. In terms of the Broncos offense, they have to be and these are all good units, right? So I'm writing in pen now. Broncos offense is number 8 for us in terms of the unit ranking. So they're off the board. We all agree on the Broncos offense. Jorge, you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
So based off the performance this this postseason, like they've had moments, but of all the other situations, Patriots offense feels like right here next, just based off of like the hot and coldness of their offense this postseason. Drake May has thrown incredible touchdowns. The touchdowns that the Patriots have caught are incredible, but the pass rush has been, or the passing protection has not been there really for this unit so far. And yes, I think the Chargers are very good at pass rush. And yes, we know the Texans are incredible at the pass rush. So graded on a curve, it's here I go with the offense of the Patriots, and then maybe I'm looking at the Rams defense, but I think the Pats offense is the next unit.
I think Pat's offense at number 7. I'm not 100. I don't know a whole lot about the Rams defense. I won't lie.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
No, I feel like the Rams defense gets on there better more than the Pats offense.
That's what I'm saying. The Pats offense is 7,
and the Rams defense would be 6.
Oh, I would turn those around.
You would turn those around. All right, present your case. Why do you think the Rams defense?
So the one reason why I mean, mainly this last few games, especially this last few games, the Rams defense has been lacking. I mean, at the beginning of the year, they were pretty good. They were outstanding. But for whatever reason, now I don't know if it's because they've been facing a better offenses or just because, they just haven't had that rhythm within themselves, and they're not playing at home. I think that's affected them, but I feel like that's why I feel they're worse. And I think the Pats offense, you can give them a little bit of a break because, I mean, they do have time. They do give Mate some time to throw. Mm-hmm. It's not like he's just getting rushed all the time. They have faced better defenses. That's be true too.
So in terms of the grading on the curve, and by the way, the Rams defense, their calling card to me is their ability to rush the passer. They've had 2 sacks in 2 games this postseason. They didn't get Caleb Williams at all, although I would say they played particularly well, all things considered. I mean, they forced the Bears to punt, how many times? 1, 2, 3 times, turned it over on downs twice. They picked them off 3 times.
Yeah, they rushed them, and I think Caleb's ability to evade the rush is what, kept them from being sacked, but at the same time, they couldn't stop them.
I think right now the Patriots offense has been hit or miss, and the Rams defense has been hit or miss, but I would be inclined to put the Patriots offense here at 7.
I agree.
Daniel, what about you?
For me, I think I'd put Pat's offense at 7.
Okay.
I just think compared to the regular season to now, I just don't think they've been performing as well. Like, even just, you can look at the scoring or just yards in general, but we haven't been able to see Drake just throw the ball as deep as he was able to all season long. And while, the Rams defense has been a little shaky at times in these first 2 games, I still think they're producing how they should be.
They also have way more
turnovers or getting stops.
Yeah, they also have way more interceptions, and the Rams defense has a lot more interceptions than the Patriots defense, and also I think they've also allowed more passing touchdowns.
Well, I think they have more opportunity to pick the ball off because the teams are throwing it a little bit more on them in terms of it, but. I think the Patriots defense. I'm not ready to put the Patriots defense at the bottom half of this of this ranking. I'm going to tell you right now. I'll fight to the death on that one. But is the Rams defense the next clear, obvious choice, or is there another choice that kind of sits there for you? Like, I think Rams defense sits at 6. I don't know if there's any objection to it. Is that where people kind of feel?
No, that feels good.
Rams. Defense is the next unit we have here. All right. So now this gets really interesting. Where are we at now? Is number 5. We have Broncos defense left. We have Pats defense. We have Rams offense. We have not touched any of Seattle's units yet.
I just don't think that I don't think either Seattle's offense or defense belongs in the bottom half.
No.
That's just where I'm at.
I would present. Buffalo had 449 yards of offense against Denver. They did force a lot of turnovers, but it's not like Denver was really. They were leaky, right? They were leaky throughout that entire game against Buffalo, and there are times where they kind of get leaky in certain situations where they allow teams to kind of get back into the situations. They do have the most the fifth most sacks in NFL history as a team.
Oh, wow.
But that doesn't equate to good defense sometimes.
Yeah, it just means you can get to the quarterback.
It means you can
fine.
get to the quarterback and you can disrupt in that way. But it doesn't say, hey, the Broncos defense is the number one.
I think especially in recent memory, people have been kind of figuring out the Broncos defense. And I think it started with the Jags. The Jags win, because after that, they were on like a 10-game winning,
them, yeah.
like a 10-game winning streak that ended. And I mean, Josh Allen's a great quarterback, but to allow what'd you say, 445 yards?
449 net total yards.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I think that's a case to put Broncos defense in fifth, which is crazy because if you asked me like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'd probably say they're like number 2 or number 3.
Bills rushed at 5.1 yards per carry.
That's crazy.
Against the Broncos on Saturday. Is there any kind of worry about that from the Broncos standpoint? Jorge, you look like you're
on the defensive side.
Yeah.
Yes and no. yes. I think that there's a way. I think they. I just feel like them playing at home gave them a lot more momentum.
Yeah.
And when they play out, I feel like they're more used to playing in the mile high.
Yeah.
Than any other team.
It is tough though to kind of grade them into the one game, but like I know Buffalo's offense is what it is, but those are a lot of no names they're trying to defend, and somehow they allow them to kind of work their way. 7 catches for 75 yards for Khalil Shakir.
Didn't Keon Coleman have a touchdown grab?
Coleman had a touchdown grab. 1 catch for 10 yards. That's crazy. In terms of that. Like, yes, Mecole Hardman made an impact in that game if people forget. I'm comfortable putting the Denver Broncos defense here next. I don't know if anybody else is it.
I'm cool with it. I think Rams offense should be next.
They have been subpar.
I think just with how much they allowed, with what I think is one of the more weaker Buffalo offenses in recent history, I think just that alone puts them at 5.
That with Denver. All right. So Denver's the first team to lose both their units here, and we haven't even reached the top 4 yet.
Yeah.
That's fascinating to me. And that I'm just saying, bookmark that in terms of what you're kind of thinking for these games, in terms of it, and just how these teams are playing right now.
I want to walk back my Rams offense. I want to put the Patriots defense up.
I'll fight you.
Okay.
But okay, make your case.
I think, especially in this postseason. Oh my God, the Lightning already scored one back.
Sharks scored first.
The Sharks scored first. I blinked, and now the Lightning have tied it up.
That's how it goes.
I think like Kayvon Chason. Like I'm glad that he's like getting work. I just think that the Texans game is so weird because C.J. Stroud was just on one and was not on his game, and turned the ball over 5 times.
Yeah.
I don't think it's by anything that the Patriots defense was particularly doing.
I don't
think they were doing anything. I don't think they were doing anything particularly special.
Well, they were selling out with their safety. They were blitzing the safety, and they were putting 5 down linemen, and they were just saying, "We won't let you run at all, and we're going to sell out,
and we're going to force C.J. Stroud to make mistakes,
exactly,
as we know that.
And we're going to send guys wherever you don't see them in terms of that. But here's the thing. They did it to C.J. Stroud, but they did it to Justin Herbert, too. And we're now
they did it to Justin Herbert with the Swiss cheese offensive line.
So were the Texans, though. That's fair. But, like, you play in front of it. But I'm telling you, I have not seen a defensive effort like that since, like, I don't know, like what the Ravens did to the Giants back in 2000, like the Ray Lewis Ravens. Like, I'm not saying they're that, but I'm saying this defense's momentum right now is at an all-time high.
I don't disagree, and I think that they made a really good job of like flying to the ball and honestly tackling very well. I think that's something that at least I haven't watched the lick of the Patriots.
The safeties are really flying in that.
Yeah,
in that game.
The defense was tackling very well, and that's something that I can safely say.
That on that game, specifically the Texans game, they just got helped by a horrible quarterback who was throwing, balls to nowhere, really.
Okay. And
there was coverage. There was coverage. I'm not saying there wasn't coverage. I'm just saying it was a lot easier for them to get
There
the
were
picks.
two. We can go pick by pick in terms of it because I do think one pick was not his fault. I think there was one pick that wasn't C.J. Stroud's fault, where I think Hutchinson came across
it was a tip.
and it tipped off his hands and he didn't catch it, and then it deflected into who got it? It was Hawkins. It was Hawkins who recovered that interception, but like. C.J. Stroud throwing that duck in the middle of the defense and Marcus Jones able to return it for a touchdown. Yeah, okay, you can't be doing that. Both interceptions to Carlton Davis were very strange, and I'll give it that. It didn't help that Woody Marks was getting the ball ripped out from Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez allowing 3 points.
Playing great, by the way.
He almost ripped out another ball too from Xavier Hutchinson in that game too.
I seen
there should have been more. And so that's my only thing is you're watching this defense really attack the ball in a specific way these last two games that I don't know if I'm seeing other defenses do that except for Seattle. You know what I mean? Of course, we do have the Broncos. We only have two defenses left, so I guess that's fair to say. But in terms of the comparison between what the Rams' offense and Seattle's offense, because I imagine we're going to put Seattle's defense number one.
I think I want to put. Yes, I agree with that. Seattle's defense.
Are we
number
feeling
one.
Seattle's defense is number one? Is that where we're ending up? I can just make them off the list right now. Is that what we're going to do?
The way they handled that Niners offense is number one.
I feel like it's Seattle defense 1, Seattle offense 2, Rams offense 3, Patriots defense 4. Is that where we're at?
Yeah. I think Seahawks offense 2 makes sense. I do think the ceiling of the Rams is higher, but we're going off of experience and what they're doing in the postseason. It is really between the Rams offense versus the Patriots defense for me. And I would fight to say the Patriots defense has been more consistent than what the Rams offense has been.
We can rock, paper, scissors for it.
I mean, what's the – so who would want – because I can be outvoted here, and that's fine. Like, do all of you feel like the Rams offense is better than the Patriots defense this postseason?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, I also said I was the one that brought it up, so I'm yes.
All right. Rams offense is number 3. The Pats defense is number 4. So, by our indications and by what we have just done, we have projected if you're going to go to the two teams that are above everybody else, the units that are higher than the other units, we're projecting the Seahawks and Rams is going to be the quote-unquote Super Bowl.
Seahawks, Rams, Super Bowl. Calling it now.
But it would be Patriots, Seahawks if we go with the units that are playing well.
Which
in this playoffs is the Super Bowl.
I mean, like, granted, we're going to the what-if machine, but it's like I really do wonder how a Bo Nix healthy Broncos team would fare against the Patriots.
It would be the best line the Patriots defense has faced, but that is a very low bar that the Patriots would have had to cross over in terms of that. I don't think the Broncos particularly run the ball very well. And when you can't run the ball very well against New England, they know what they want to do against you.
It's so funny because I think RJ Harvey's had like flashes in the pan where he just runs the ball like a crazy person and can get like once he gets downfield, like forget it. But like if you can get him, that's it. It's
Bo
game
Nix
over.
was their leading rusher on Saturday, by the way.
That does not surprise me.
That's how bad Denver couldn't run the ball. On Buffalo, who's notoriously horrible against the run.
At run defense this year, yeah.
You would know, Asa.
I would, and I'm still mad about it.
I know you are. So
that's a story for a different. When we have a slow news day, we can talk about that.
In March when we get there. Okay, so our final tally, our unit rankings are starting from 1 down to 8. Seahawks defense is the number 1 unit left in the playoffs. Then Seahawks offense, then Rams offense, then Patriots defense, then Broncos defense, then the Rams defense, then the Patriots offense, and the Broncos offense. That's where it sits. All right. It's interesting.
Good list.
Good list.
Fun list.
Yeah, what do you got?
No, I said I liked it.
Oh, I thought you said we were saying something else. All right.
Put your picks in now.
Put your picks in there. Hey, we've been good so far. Man. Let's take a break. Let's wrap up the show next on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
Citizens Business Bank is a proud sponsor of the Fresno State Bulldogs. Hi, I'm Susan Woosner, Senior Vice President and Manager of Citizens Business Bank in Fresno. We proudly support California's thriving small to medium-sized businesses. Our relationship-based approach and straightforward business model set us apart in the financial services industry. We are a banking partner that understands your industry and your company. Whether you're expanding operations or planning for the future, Citizens Business Bank is here to help ensure your banking experience is smooth, convenient, and aligned with your success. My team strives to build long-term banking relationships by getting to personally know you and your business, and then providing you with a wide array of powerful solutions customized to your unique financial needs. Visit cbbank.com to learn how Citizens Business Bank can help contribute to your success. That's cbbank.com. Citizens Business Bank, N.A., Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
It's the best time of year, playoff football, and there's no better way to get ready to watch the big game than going to your local grocery outlet for their amazing selection. Keep your friends coming over to your place with an awesome selection of meat, snacks, beer, or wine to cheer on your team. And let's talk about the savings. All you got to do is download the Grocery Outlet app and go to town with the best deals in those football party essentials. Stop by all of our participating locations, including Northwest Fresno, Southeast Fresno, Downtown Fresno, Kerman, and Sanger. Tell them Phil Bonatti sent you.
Life gets messy, but your space doesn't have to. We are Rise and Shine Janitorial and Commercial Cleaning Services, where we clean because your time is important. From offices to schools to medical facilities, Rise and Shine handles it all with our trained staff and high-performance standards. Big jobs or small, Rise and Shine will never lock you into a contract. So let us take the stress off your plate. Contact Rise and Shine Janitorial and Commercial Cleaning Services. Call 559-649-5391 or visit riseshine559.com.
So intense, so quick, so unmerciful. Those are just a few of the comments from farmers describing the devastating effects of their crop damage due to hail. If you're a farmer, you probably already know what it's like to watch helplessly as your cash crop is pummeled by hail. It's one of nature's most damaging weather conditions. What can you do about it? You can call Bowman & Associates, your local crop insurance specialist. They've been writing crop insurance for almost 40 years. Call Roger Kent or Quinn Bowman today and ask about crop hail insurance for stone fruit and grapes. They can design a private hail coverage that is specifically designed to meet your financial needs. Coverage can be purchased anytime and will go into effect within 72 hours. Easy to buy with no hassles. Don't gamble on your financial investment. Call the Ag experts today. Bowman & Associates. Remember, for a green thumb investment that equalizes Mother Nature, call Bowman & Associates. 499-2020. That's 499-2020.
Bowman & Associates, the crop insurance specialist.
License number OF64178.
Still thinking of chain link or wrought iron for your fence? There's a smarter option. Steel panels from Pacific Steel Supply right here in Fresno. Get a clean, modern look with more privacy, long-lasting durability, and customization options like color and finish, all at a cost-effective price. And Pacific Steel Supply will match or beat any company's pricing. Need it to be fast? They offer around-the-clock service. Get your free quote online at PacificSteelSupplyInc.com. Pacific Steel Supply, built strong, priced right.
Back the birds, Fresno. Don't miss another week of Fresno Pacific University Sunbirds action at the Special Event Center.
Dribbling with the left hand. She's going to fire another three. That one good as well. 3 straight threes on 3 straight possessions.
All games are just $10 for fans 18 and older. 17 and under get in free. Back the birds, Fresno. Catch both men's and women's basketball before the season wraps up. Don't miss the excitement. For schedule and ticket information, visit fpuathletics.com today. See you there.
Behind the bench.
All the hits for our friend here, Asa.
All the hits.
Thanks, man.
He missed you, Asa.
Oh, I miss you too, Jorge.
Jorge missed you.
Thanks, bud.
Months.
Months. Months? Plural? Months?
Plural.
We had you in December, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I guess in my head it's been months.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Daniel, you were asking the question, greatest number 7 of all time. Carmelo Anthony? You need your mic up.
John Elway.
He's up there, but
Carmelo?
Like I said, I was telling Jorge, we could state the obvious here and say Ronaldo.
Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
He wore 7?
He's always wore 7.
No.
No, not always.
Well, I mean, at the beginning of his career
He was 7, yeah. There was another player in Real Madrid when he got to Real Madrid.
I think when he was playing for Sporting, he was 20-something.
Yeah. All right. I got nothing. I don't know.
Ben Roethlisberger?
No.
Athlete.
Get out of here.
Come on.
Get out of here.
Oh, you guys are missing the obvious one.
Michael Vick. Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah, Michael Vick's one.
Current one, Bijan Robinson.
I saw someone say Jacoby Brissett.
In baseball, a famous number 7.
Oh, yeah. Leonard Fournette did wear it at LSU. That's why I'm remembering Leonard
There
Fournette.
it is.
So,
Okay.
That's weird. Okay. Patrick Peterson is on I think, of too, in terms of that. All right, cool. Hey, little update on our schedule. Jorge, you give me a new schedule. I'm very excited about it.
Fresh sketch.
Right in the hands.
You didn't look it over, so I don't know if it's...
Well, we're going to find out together, aren't we? Coming up tonight, Clovis North and Buchanan, 6:45, live from Buchanan High, 7 p.m. tip-off. Myself and Paul Metters on the call. Later tonight, Lakers out in Denver.
Ooh.
It's 6:45.
6:45. You have the time wrong on my sheet. They're in mountain time out there.
That's when I had the wrong schedule.
Lakers are starting a really long road trip. I think they start tonight, and
it's like 7 games, isn't it?
It's 7 games in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks they'll end their road trip in Brooklyn, New York. So we are rolling through it. Yeah, it is going to be quite a road trip. The travel in Lakers. Although one of the games, the Clippers game, is on Thursday. So is that really travel?
Yeah, I know. They get to go home.
So don't you talk yet. Hold on.
Hey.
Tomorrow we'll have Sportsline Boulevard with Tony D 2 to 3. Well, my show from 3 to 6. I got some good guest lists. Jackson Morgan to join me. And guess who I just secured for tomorrow's show? Eric Bentley going to stop by. My buddy, Eric Bentley. Another buddy. So I have to apologize for what my Patriots did to his favorite team, the Chargers, yesterday, 2 weeks ago. So,
yeah, I mean,
or do I have to apologize?
I don't know.
Is it?
I feel like apologizing.
Is it demeaning?
I think so.
If I apologized,
Imada didn't apologize to me, and I think our friend who's a Bills fan did not apologize to me when I went to her house.
Yeah.
And you know what I prefer? I prefer it that way.
You prefer it that way.
I prefer it that way.
Instead of just the...
Because then we don't have to... Because if I get apologized to, then we have to talk about it, and I definitely did not want to talk about it.
That's very true. Very true, sir. You did not want to talk about it. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So I will not apologize tomorrow. But I'll we'll acknowledge it. It's an elephant. It's in the room.
Like and subscribe for more relationship tips with your friends.
FPU Sunbird Sports Show tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 7 with Paul Metters. That'll be over on 790, right? Yes?
Yeah, I haven't been told other way, so I think, yeah.
It's happening. Here we go. Thursday with Sportsline Bulldog with Tony D. And then we'll have my show on Thursday from Fashion. 3 whole hours from Fashion Furniture. You ready for it?
Cool.
Buckle it up.
Let's go.
We've been done 3 hours there
Wow.
since before the NFL season. Lakers Clippers is Thursday night. Now you can talk about your Clippers. Lakers Battle of LA.
I'd argue best team right now in the NBA.
Okay, all right. Get out of here. Just get all the way out of here with that take. Friday, Sportsline Bulldog, Tony D 2 to 3. We'll have another 3-hour show behind the bench to get you set for the championship weekend on Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Over on 790. The Sharks' final home game in a month and a half. They'll play the Rangers in San Jose before they're back on the road until the Olympic break.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, so Sharks are just trying to survive. Stay in those playoff spots. They'll have the Rangers on Friday. Saturday, we'll have Central Valley Sports Report with Paul Metters, 10 a.m. to noon. We'll have the Lakers and the Mavericks from Dallas on Saturday as well. Sunday, NFL doubleheader, 11 a.m. pregame. Westwood One presentation of the Patriots and the Broncos. AFC Championship to begin. Thank God my game's first that day. Rams and Seahawks to follow. Roughly around 3:30, NFC Championship from Seattle. I was looking at the weather, 37 degrees. Looks like the high for Denver on Sunday.
Ooh, balmy.
It's a little sunny. Seattle, I didn't look up the temperature there for Seattle.
It's going to be raining.
You think it's going to be rainy in Seattle? What do we got?
I bet it's windy.
Are those windy showers?
Seattle looking Sunday, overcast, right around 3:30 kick, 45 and sunny at kickoff
45 and sunny
in Seattle. So I would say we're relatively okay on the weather front for both games. Seems like we're not going to get any sort of weather affecting other than just a brisk afternoon for both games. On the West Coast, by the way, love the idea that we have both games on the West Coast. I am a sucker for like West Coast championship games because I love the sun. I love having the sun out during big NFL playoff moments. I think sunny playoff games as opposed to just the dark, cavernous night games. I'd much prefer the sunny days. And we'll be back Monday. Sportsline Bulldog Hour, Tony D, 2 to 3. We'll have my show from 3 to whatever. I think 3 to 6, right? No, there's a Laker game that Monday night. Know that for a fact. Yeah, I think they're in. Where are they at? They're in a Central Time Zone. They're Chicago. They're in Chicago that day.
It's Tuesday. That Tuesday.
Nope, because we have high school basketball that night. So I know the Lakers are on a Monday out there as well. So yeah, they're in Chicago that night. So yeah, Lakers will affect my show on Monday. I think it's only going to be an hour 45 on Monday. There you go, Jorge. So something to add to the schedule in terms of that.
Monday at 5.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like I said, the Lakers are going East Coast for a while.
Yeah.
They're going like Chicago, then Cleveland, then Detroit's out there. No, not Detroit. Somebody else. I can't remember the third team.
None of those places are on the East Coast. They're all like in the Midwest.
No, well, and then they go Washington. There we go. Washington, then they go to the Knicks, then they go to the Nets.
All right, there you go. Finally.
They kind of meander their way. It's so strange. They go to Denver, back to LA for the Clippers, then they kind of meander over to Dallas, then they got the Bulls, then they've got the Cavs, then they're kind of just wandering over to DC and New York. And then they're back home on the 5th of February.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, all right. That's our show. Guys, appreciate it.
Good show. Thanks for having me.
That flew by, Asa, didn't it?
It really did.
It really did.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I didn't even get a chance to ask you how you feel about Salah. 10 seconds on Salah in the division.
I think he's a bad fit. I think if you're, we talked about this on the break. He's a bad fit. If you're going to go 1-1 with the quarterback, you got to develop him. Robert Saleh is a defensive coach. Cam Ward is not a defensive player.
Keep your name. Keep my name out of your mouth.
Please and thank you.
Says Liam Cohen.
Right. Twice a year. Looking forward to it.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Until then, tune in. High School Hoops, 6:45 over at Buchanan. We'll see you then.
The Central Valley sports leader has you covered for the local angle